everyone, and welcome back to Gridiron and Grace. Today we are decorating one of my favorite areas in my home, and that is the top of my farmhouse hutch. As you can see, I have everything taken down from Christmas. We're starting with a blank slate, and I've just put the items that I want to use right here on my table, so I cannot wait to bring you along. I love how it turns out. If you're excited about today's video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and let's get to decorating. I'm going to start by adding this gather sign to the center of my hutch. I had this up there before I put all of my seasonal decor up here, and I had it layered with a window. I did decide to take the window down, and it found a new home that you will see in a different video, but I love this sign. I got it after Christmas last year from Hobby Lobby, and it's like the center focus piece. I decorate with a lot of neutral pieces, neutral colors, and so you are going to see that I do add several different kinds of greenery of different textures and sizes because I just think it makes a difference to a space. So in front of this, I'm adding this box greenery that I got several years ago from Marshall's, and then in front of it, I'm going to add this gold candlestick. These came from Dirt Cheap, but they're originally from Target. I got them for like $16 at Dirt Cheap. I love this piece, and it's going to go right in front of my boxed greenery. Now to add one of my favorite pieces that I put on top of my hutch, and that is this large 2-gallon crock that I have filled with vintage rolling pins. I did put this under my gingerbread baking tree at Christmas time, and now I'm putting it back on my hutch. I have collected a few more rolling pins, so I'm probably going to have to find an area to put another bucket or crock of them because I have so many I want to display. But this is where I'm putting all of my like brown and tan ones. The ones that have a red handle, I'm going to find another area for those. So stay tuned for that. Now I'm adding these candlesticks back up here. I got these from Hobby Lobby several years ago. I love the like whitewashed look of them, but I'm not going back with candles like I had on there before. I'm going to be adding something different, something a little unconventional. I was playing around with it before I put it up here, and I absolutely love how it turns out. So to start, I'm going to add some dollies. And to the top of each one, I'm going to add a floral arrangement. I got this one at the fall time from Kirkland's, and you can see it was $12.99. That is going on one of them. It's this pretty like orange color. And then I got this purple one from Kirkland's, originally $12.99, but I got it on clearance for less than $3. So these are what's going on top of these candlesticks, and I absolutely love how it turns out. I love how this looks. I've always said that I feel like my home is kind of effortlessly fall year round because of the colors and textures and floral things that I use, but I absolutely love this. Like I said, I like to put a lot of greenery. I also like to put other like faux floral textural things just to kind of warm up my space because everything is pretty neutral otherwise, but I absolutely love this look. This is one of the first things that I ever found at my local antique flea market thrift store, and I absolutely love this candlestick. And I'm going to soften it up just a little bit by adding this little greenery vine ball on top, and I just think the grouping of the three of these looks so good together. This copper tea kettle is also something that I had up here before, but I just love it. I love anything copper. I have several copper elements mixed throughout my hutch as well, but I'm just going to put this right up here beside my crock. Now I'm going in with a set of books. The two on top are actually wooden books, just painted to look like real books. And then this bottom blue book is an old library book. And I love stacking books together, using them for decor. I have that kind of look several places throughout my home. Sometimes I use actual books, sometimes I use book boxes. Just kind of depends on what look I'm going for. But to this, I'm going to add a small dolly just to kind of mirror the doilies I have on top of those candlesticks. And then I'm going to add a ironstone piece. I love it. I love the like brown color that it has on there. And then I'm also going to add a little sprig of greenery in there. I've shared that I just love to add greenery in lots of different places. I love the way that it makes the area feel and look, and I like to have a lot of different textures of that. I absolutely love how this side of my hutch turned out. It just has all of the colors that I love, and almost all of these pieces were thrifted, and if they weren't, they came from like Hobby Lobby or Dirt Cheap. I love to find decor at my local thrift stores. I just think it adds so much charm and character to a space, and I'm so happy with how this side turned out. Now we're going to move on to the other side, and I'm going to start by adding one of my favorite new pieces, one of my favorite pieces I've ever found, and that is my Campfire Marshmallow Tin. If you missed my last video, I shared a huge vintage antique decor haul, and I shared that I picked up this Campfire Marshmallow Tin at my local antique store, and I got it for $55. I was so excited because I know these can retail for $150 plus, and I think that I found the perfect place to put it. I absolutely love how it looks up here on my hutch, and I'm so happy to have found this and added it to my home decor. On top of my campfire tin, I'm adding this wonderful new piece I got from Prattville Pickers, and I'm going to put these beads that I used to have in the dough bowl up here draped out of this pottery piece. I love these white beads. I got them on clearance from Marshall several years ago, and that's what I'm going to start with for this little vignette. I am going to add something else in front of it in just a moment. found this mold at my local antique store a couple of months ago, and I did have it in my hutch for like the fall time, and I was excited to bring it back out after Christmas. I think it looks really cute up here. I also recently picked up this pottery pitcher for a very good deal at my antique store. So I'm going to add it, and then I played around with it a little bit off camera, but I decided to add this like sprig of greenery in there, and you're going to kind of see I place it to where it cascades down, but I absolutely love how it turns out. So it's just kind of trial and error to see what I liked, but I'm really glad with what I decided to go with. We still have a few other things to add. Y'all know I'm a maximalist, but I tried really hard not to cover up the campfire marshmallow tin as much as I could. And now I'm going to add this little rolling pin to the top of the pitcher. I had this on my gingerbread tree for Christmas, and so I just cut the little strings off because I knew I wanted to use it in my everyday decor, and I think it complements the big rolling pins on the other side. I got this stand and this plate from one of my favorite stores in Tennessee that sadly closed, but it's very primitive, and I love pit berries, and it has the word grace, so it's just perfect. But I think that it complements the colors on the campfire marshmallow tin really well, and I knew I wanted to put it back up here. This gravy boat is also something that I recently got from an antique store. I've been looking for a gravy boat for probably at least a year, and I got this one at such a good price, but I am going to fill it with some stems that I got from Hobby Lobby. They are from the fall decor section, but I got them whenever the fall decor was like 90% off, so I got them for very inexpensive, and I think the colors of these are just effortlessly farmhouse. They kind of look like wheat, and they match the other pieces on top of the candle holders really well. So I'm just going to fill up my little gravy boat with these to bring some of that color to this side. They also match the colors on that plate and some of the colors on other things over here like the rolling pin. I just think it all kind of complements each other. Had this black pottery pitcher up here before. Absolutely love this. It's one of my favorite little antique pieces that I have, and I thought that I needed to add some black on this side to complement some of the darker colors that I have on the other side, and then I'm also going to drape a little dolly over it. I'm going to finish up by adding one of my gold candle snuffers. This isn't the one that I just got. I've had this one for a little bit, but I love the little gold element that it brings over here. Alright friends, well that is going to be the end of today's video. I really hope that you enjoy coming along, decorating the top of my hutch with me. I absolutely love how it turns out. I know that there is a lot going on up here, but it's just everything that I love. I love going to antique and thrift stores, finding treasures and bringing them into my home, giving them a new life, and just adding to my decor. If you liked today's video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. If you're new, I would love for you to consider subscribing. I post new videos every Sunday and Wednesday, and I have some really fun ones coming up. Lots more decorating videos. I'm going to be including some Valentine's videos soon, so I'd really appreciate you consider subscribing if you're new, and I'll see you all in the very next one. Bye.